Hi everyone, in this stop motion project I'll be talking about the theme Is Feminism Still Relevant? Specifically going into depth of the glass ceiling theory regarding women facing discrimination in the workplace. What is the glass ceiling? The glass ceiling is a metaphor used to describe the sexist attitude many women face in the workplace, the word ceiling implying there's a limit for how far one can climb in the corporate ladder. Based on empirical studies from the fields of social and cognitive psychology, there are 6 major barriers women face as they work to advance to leadership in male-dominated jobs. These barriers include reactive opposition, parenthood and self-selection, stereotypic threat, success, and competence. So where does this come from? Homosocial reproduction is the biggest example. This is a process to find a similar personnel who will integrate well in a company. Most companies being heavily white and male, this is normally who's hired, and women and minorities are left out of the jobs. The social characteristics of organization is an idea that traces back to Wilbur Moore's concept of bureaucratic kinship systems. Because white men have historically held the reins of power in U.S. workplaces, they benefit most from these universal tendencies for in-group favoritism as they move up organizational hierarchies, creating increasingly inequality out of group members. This is also known as the Old Boys Club. According to one executive recruiter, the biggest barrier to women in top management levels is the bunch of guys sitting together around a table. Women executives are frequently excluded from social activities. They are not seen as policymakers. One study found that among executives at the same level, men managed greater numbers of people, had more freedom to hire and fire, and had more direct control of the company's assets over the women. Sexual discrimination in the workplace is also another current issue keeping women outside of high jobs in their companies. Women managers were asked what they consider to be the most serious obstacle in their business careers. Only 3% cited family responsibilities, but half named reasons related to their gender, including male chauvinism, attitudes towards a female boss, slow advancements for women, and the simple fact of being a woman. Women are often overlooked for job advancements or for positions that they are more qualified to fill than their male competitors, because employers fear that they will not be as committed to the company as they are to their families, or that they will miss time due to children, family obligations, or future. Even though there is a changing dynamic in family life, with more stay-at-home dads, and countries offering different options for maternity and paternity leave. This challenges the idea that every working mother's biggest obstacle is managing family and work-life balance. More than 80% of the executive women in the Wall Street Journal Gallup study said they believe there are disadvantages to being women in the business world. Men, they say, don't take them seriously. So we come to the question, why does this matter? Does this affect me in my everyday life? Only 8.9% of global head states are female. Women with full-time jobs still only earn 77% to their male counterparts in 2016. Only 18 of Forbes 500 CEOs are women. So we ask ourselves, is feminism still relevant? In a society with an overarching amount of patriarchy, women are still facing gender discrimination in their everyday life. However, people try and distance themselves from the word feminism because they don't feel like they fit the stereotypical mold. Angela McRobbie said feminism is associated with the past and with old and unglamorous women, and this encourages a disidentification with feminism on part of young women. To me, feminism means equality. Feminism means getting the same amount of money as my male counterparts. Feminism means my children growing up in a world where boys and girls have everything equal. The relevance of feminism in today's society is incredibly important. It's time for everyone to take back the term feminist and use it for the fight for equality. To end with a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, remember, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.